into Aaron's a few minutes ago, threw on a pair of non-work clothes, and Aaron told me we're to go watch a game tonight. Haley's got a soccer game, so I thought it'd be a good idea. Grab the bow, shoot a few arrows, so when we get out to the woods tomorrow morning, the VXR is ready to eat. So we're just gonna shoot a few arrows, then we're gonna go watch Haley play some soccer. Alright, August 27th, tomorrow, opening day of velvet season.
Second morning of velvet. I'm not even sure how big he is, but he was at least at his ears and looks like an 8-point. I watched him drop. He didn't go 70 yards. Oh my God, you know what? I gotta give all the praise to my best friend Aaron Webb. He's the one that said, dude, you gotta come hunt with me. And you know, I'm not a fan of hunting in 90+ degree weather, but every time Aaron and I get together, stuff dies. And this is just proof in the pudding that when you have a special 3-day hunt, regardless of the conditions, you gotta get in the stand. I had deer all around me this morning in the dark, and I just had a feeling. And you know, I've been talking to my dad. I lost my dad 2003, and I actually carry a little vial of ashes in my pack, so he's always with me since he can't hunt anymore. And I really think my dad was looking down on me this morning. So Dad, thank you. And I am pumped. So we're gonna give that deer just a little bit of time. I'm gonna call Aaron, tell him we got a deer down, see if he wants to come over and meet me, and we'll see you when I get on the ground. All right, so I figured I'd tell you kind of how the morning unfolded. I didn't get a chance to do a morning interview just because I had so many deer around me 5 minutes after I got set up. So I'd planned on doing an opening interview, and then I heard Blue Jay off to my back right shoulder making a bunch of racket, which a lot of times indicates deer movement. And sure enough, I looked over around the left side of the tree and can make out 2 deer moving through the underbrush. So got the camera turned into the direction that they were going to come from. And I guess in my haste to get set up this morning in the dark, I didn't seat my arrow all the way on my string, so it was only half knocked. So you may be able to see in the footage me monkeying around with my arrow just off to the side of the screen, because when I came to full draw the first time, the arrow came off the string, but luckily you know, I have a QAD, the Mathews integrated rest, and it captured the arrow. It didn't fall completely out, so I had to let down, re-knock my arrow, and then come back to full draw. And as you can see in the film, the deer looks up, but at that point, you know, I think that was probably about a 23-yard shot. It was pretty much, the story was wrote for that guy. So yeah, just one of those things, you know, it could have cost me, but in this case it didn't. I'm glad it didn't. But this is a really great spot. You can probably even hear some traffic noise in this footage. We're not very far off a main highway, and this is just a hill, and we're kind of down on a low point off the hill on an old logging road here. And Aaron's hunted this spot for several years now. He killed a giant in here 2 years ago. I think it was like a 157-inch 10-point in velvet, bladed main beam, just totally super stud buck. And like I was saying in my my hero interview, that he was gracious enough to hand the spot over to me. Now, I didn't shoot a deer near the caliber of the one he did, but I told Aaron, you know, based on what we've been seeing on camera, because we didn't have any super studs on camera, there was one 130-ish 8-point in here, but he's been so irregular that my hopes of catching that deer were pretty slim to none in this 3-day hunt. So I told Aaron, you know, for my non-resident license costing me $215, I said, you know, $215 will get me a 115. So maybe that deer's a 115, maybe it's a 100, but guess what? It doesn't matter to me. It was an awesome hunt. My adrenaline got going. It's what we live to do, right? So I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to do what I do and have friends like Aaron that we can share these hunts together. And, you know, just keep that in mind. It's all about perspective, right? You may be out there trying to shoot that 150, 160-inch deer, and that's great, because I do the same thing on some of my spots at Kentucky. But you kind of have to take it into account where you're hunting, what's available to you, and be realistic. So that's what I did, and I'm happy. I'm about to get down. We're going to go get our hands on this thing, and we'll see how big he really is. So stay tuned. All right, so you saw it play out. Told you I was going to wait on Aaron. I'm just now getting out of the stand. I haven't even gone over to look at the arrow yet. So let's go over and take a look at the arrow. I know he didn't go far. He's only 70 yards up the hill, but you know, it's always good practice to follow the blood trail, just so you get accustomed to following blood trails. So that's what we're going to do. So stick with us.
covered. Pass through. Those Black Eagle zombie slayers don't play around. Oh, he's pretty, dude. Oh, he's even got a little kicker off the back. First velvet. Finally got the monkey off my back. All because of my buddy Aaron Webb. You think he's one of the two that were in there last night?
I don't know. Doesn't really matter now. Congratulations, buddy.
Dude, I couldn't be happier. I mean, based on what we were getting on the camera, you know, you just gotta have realistic expectations on what you possibly could. I'll tell you what, I just want to say really quick that, you know, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now, you know, with Afghanistan kind of falling apart and everything, and Aaron and I both retired Army, combined service about, almost 50 years, and, you know, I'll say this, the 20 years we spent in Afghanistan, we haven't had a single attack on our homeland here, and it allows us to do this right here, enjoy our freedoms here in the United States. So to all the active duty men and women out there, keep your head up, keep fighting the good fight, and I appreciate everything you do for our country, and I know Aaron does, as well as everybody else on our team. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, and I'm glad that I'm able to continue to enjoy this favorite pastime of ours with this beautiful Day 2, 2021 Tennessee Velvet Hunt buck. And this also puts us on the board, Aaron, for the Bow Hunting League. So shout out to the Bow Hunting League. We've been a part of them for the last 3 years and enjoy every minute of it. Probably the best organization that we could be a part of to share the hunt with our fellow hunters. So it'll be fun to get this up on the board and celebrate with those guys. So, all right, well, now the work begins.